listen up. It's Ceci.
And Michael.
And this is our podcast. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different stuff every week, probably some pop culture, like media that's coming out that week or we're listening to.
And then we'll also probably be trying to, in the description of the podcast, putting like a Google form. So each week, depending on our topic, you guys can anonymously submit like roommate horror stories or like roommate like am I the assholes or anything like that.
Yeah, and it'll be anonymous and we'll kind of like give our opinion on it. And then also you can submit to be on the podcast. We would like to have a couple guests.
And we were thinking to start like guests who are people with niche hobbies, jobs, or in like niche majors here at FIT, so we can kind of get a sense of like what those environments are.
Yeah, there's like some there's some very niche ones like toy design. Like I don't really know anything about toy design. Also in the basement here they have like it might be a club though, like all the wood things that are being made. Is that like a major? I mean, it probably is.
Like talk to someone who does woodworking. So if that's you, reach out.
Fill out the form. And what was I gonna say? Also, just like anything. If you want to be on, tell like crazy FIT stories. Tell like info on like people who maybe want to go to FIT and apply. Like, if you have like advice, we would love to have you on. Yeah. But for this week, so what new media have like new music has come out? Ariana Grande's Deluxe.
Yeah, she did her Deluxe for Eternal Sunshine. We listened. And then she did the short film too, but you haven't seen that. I watched it.
And I feel like a fake fan because I like die on Ariana Grande, like on that hill. But I actually have only watched the first like 5 minutes of the short film.
I watched it. And I thought it was cool. I watched it.
Yeah.
When I like kind of rewatched it with you a little bit, it was like different.
You watched it like right when it came out too.
Yeah.
Like before me. Well, I actually haven't seen it, so everything would be before me.
It was fine. It was like I feel like I was expecting it to be more of like a short film, not just like live performances and her as an old lady. But
also, like the "We Can't Be Friends" music video was so like
cinematic
and such like storytelling of the movie that not having like a short film based on the same concept after it and like not being being more live performances just like probably is like kind of like disappointing.
Yeah, like I feel like she's advertising it as this short film. It's like gonna be kind of crazy, and it's just like wasn't really that.
Just like a compilation of her performances, right?
Yeah, it was basically that. And then there was like some weird video at the end where she was like getting like she's like Frankenstein. There was like some like guy with a beard.
Okay, I mean maybe it has meaning. Also, you haven't seen Eternal Sunshine as well as mine. Yeah, that's also
like I'm kind of impartial because I haven't seen the movie.
That like it's all based.
Yeah, so maybe like if you see it, you'll like understand it more. Is there like a Frankenstein moment in the movie?
No.
Okay, well,
well,
it isn't hurts.
That clocks that, and then
other movies. You just watched Juno, which is my favorite movie.
Oh, I watched it for the first time when I was sick in bed, and literally like so good.
I love Juno. Juno's great.
I know.
Juno's a good movie. Everyone should watch that.
It was a movie I knew I would always like, but it's always on my list. But I've never seen. I don't know how I've never seen it though.
Yeah, because it's not long. It's like a short movie, and the cast is so good in that movie.
The cast is so good, and like just like the vibes.
The soundtrack.
The soundtrack is so good. Like the song at the end is so cute.
Yeah, and they play it with the guitar.
Yeah.
And we just watched Descendants, which is really good.
I feel like it's interesting to talk about like rewatching like all like old like movies you watched as a kid.
Like what we just watched Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah,
too.
because
I've never seen that, so I was like something I saw and I was like I know I'd be obsessed with this. But if I watched this when I was like 8, like I would have loved it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I did.
Because I feel like we have a lot of talk about like movies we liked when we were younger.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I love Disney movies. Like
I
like
Disney
Channel original movies like to this day. Like Lemonade Mouth, Let It Shine, Cloud9.
I haven't seen any of those.
And that's crazy.
I watched like I'm trying to think of the other ones. What else did they come out with? I watched Zapped. Was that Disney?
But that was like a really random one, like the Zendaya one.
Yeah.
With like.
But she has a phone that controls boys.
Yeah. Wait, that actually like. I did watch that, but I wasn't like obsessed with it.
That'd be so cool actually if like some like artist today, like Sabrina Carpenter, did like a music video, like a spoof on Zapped.
Wait, she should because she also like her whole
is a Disney kid.
She is a Disney kid, and also her whole thing is kind of references.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, like,
Oh,
on our
yeah.
own.
You were going to write it. Are you still writing the article about it?
I don't think so.
Wait, can you talk about it?
Yeah. So,
All right, your idea for us.
So basically, I was going to write about how Sabrina Carpenter, like, if, like, I'm blanking right now.
Pull it up.
If I'm going to pull up the text. You can.
We've also been, we've been watching the show Pen 15. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's, like, really good, and it's on Hulu. And it's two comedians, and they go to, like, they're like a middle school, and they're best friends in middle school, and so they're shooting as 30-year-olds, but in a middle school, dressed like their middle school selves with a bunch of other middle schoolers, and they're acting like themselves in middle school, and it's really funny and good.
It's so funny. I can't believe I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. Like, I see it on, like, TikTok and stuff like that. I think that's how I, like, started watching it.
I knew a bunch of, like the references and the jokes because their sounds on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's just, it's really funny.
It's good. I love that show.
But back to Sabrina Carpenter, I, like, talked about how I thought it'd be interesting to write about how Sabrina Carpenter, like, this was, like, I had this idea right after the Grammys and, like, award season. So it was, like, a month and a half, like 2 months ago. And how Sabrina Carpenter's recent rise to fame and how she uses, like, a lot of iconic references in her work. And, like, it goes from, like, even her music videos, her song lyrics, like, her red carpet looks, her, like, album covers. They're all references to stuff that most people don't know the references. But
yeah, they just think she's, like
iconic. And, like, she is serving looks and it's iconic. But they're all
None
references.
None of it's, like, new.
It's not, like, original. And then people have called her out for being, like, unoriginal. But, like, is that what it is? Like, does she have, like, a lack of creativity and authenticity, or is it just, like, a great way to market herself and, like, pay tribute to these, like, iconic things? You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I feel like it's both. I feel like she's one of those artists that's, like, huge right now, but I feel like she's also an artist that's, like, when you look at her, like, I don't think there's, like, a whole lot of artistry behind the work she puts out. Like, I think her music is good, and obviously it is good. She's so successful.
Yeah,
she's,
it's, like, platinum. It's kind of also, like, her songs.
Espresso, there's not, like, a lot of art behind it. You know what I mean? It's not like she's, like, putting out, like, a piece of music that's, like artistically, like, formed. You know what I mean? It's just, like, a pop song.
It kind of, like, her songs, like, Espresso, it has, like, the formula to be, like, the biggest song in the country. And it was. You know what I mean? Like,
for so long.
Because it's such, like, a pop, like, play in a Zara. Not a Zara, actually play in, like, a, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can play in a store, like, in the coffee shop, like, it's going to be playing. You're going to hear it. And then you're going to go drive your car, hear it on the radio. And then you're going to go in your house, hear it on the TV.
Like,
and
all
then
her songs
scroll on TikTok and see on your phone. Like, you're constantly consuming that song.
And it's, like, the like, way she writes her lyrics are, like, spunky, like, catchy, like, one-liners. Like, that's that me espresso. Like, please, please, please. Or, like, I feel like all it's, like, it's marketed really well so that it's successful and it stays in your head, and she has all these, like, slogans, I feel like. But I feel like at the same time, like, in terms of, like,
I wouldn't say she had...
even her short and sweet cover was, like, a copy of, like, a magazine shoot. Like, it was, like identically.
Like, the exact
it's, like, the
copy.
Picture of her turning.
And, like, the whole Please, Please, Please music video was, like, references to, like, her looks, like, with the pink fur was an exact... And her, like, all her red carpet looks are also, like, archives and, like, reference.
Was she performing at the Grammys? Was it her Grammy? When she did the Goldie Hawn look, and then she did the spoof on the movie with the stairs coming down. That was also not, like.
And, like, I love it. Like, it's entertaining, and I think it's cool and stuff. But it's not like you can't claim that she has, like, artistry.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if people are claiming that she does.
I don't know if that's out there, but if it is, it's not right.
But it's not like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like another thing that I feel like I picked up on about her is, like, for both of her tours, because she kind of blew up off of her first tour when she did the nonsense,
the outro,
where she did, like, the 3 lines at the end for each city she was performing in, and then for the short and sweet, she does the positions for Juno, the song.
And people also hate on that because this is turning into, like, a Sabrina Carpenter episode, but I guess just the way we're going. People also hate on how, like, there's kids at the...
Yeah, well, that's, like, the same with, like, Britney Spears.
That's also just, like, people love to say that about anyone. Like, I don't agree with that. It's, like, you know what the songs are saying. Like, even Espresso, like, it's, like, that's a Mimi Espresso.
I don't think that's the line.
What's the line?
That's that me Espresso.
Oh. I think I always say too many me's. But or even like I'm a busy woman. Like
yeah.
What I
Bed cam.
like I think they had a really good bed cam. Like
Yeah, like her music is very sexual.
it's all sexual, so it's like
If you're letting your kid go to it, you can't really
if
be
like your
mad that
kid's
she
like
does sexual
8
shit.
and you're getting her tickets, like listen to the music maybe because she's gonna dance accordingly to what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's really like
But then
how about we
April
switch
Fools
positions?
And she didn't do a position. Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
She pranked him.
How do you? I think you have an opinion on this about Juno being because we talked about the movie Juno about the song Juno being like.
Yeah, I don't like.
I don't like it after watching the movie at all.
Right? Okay, because basically she has a song on her album called Juno, and it's based off of the movie Juno, and the whole chorus is what it's like.
It's like you can make me Juno,
like I'll be
get
your
me
Juno,
pregnant.
like I'll have your babies, basically. Yeah. And it's like I get the idea behind it, but like Juno is about like
it's like sad.
A 16-year-old girl getting pregnant and like giving it up for adoption. But then like traumatic.
Yeah, it's like really sad.
And so it's like I feel like for a pop song, just being like, yeah, you can make me her.
Make me Juno. Like she's like a kid, and it's like
it's still distasteful in my opinion, but it's like
it's a reference.
It's another reference. Okay, then we wanted to talk about movies coming up. Or movies out right now. So we have Snow White, which is in theaters right now. Which I haven't seen.
Neither of us has
There's a lot of controversy.
But I've somehow I know everything about it.
Well, I mean, I've seen Snow White, like the original.
Oh yeah, no, but somehow I know everything about the new movie, and I feel like I've seen it, and now I don't want to see it. But I am a Rachel Zegler defender.
I like Rachel Zegler.
Everyone hates her. I think she needs some media training. I'm aware of that.
I agree.
And
I think she's like
really talented.
Also, she is, and also like her story of becoming famous is like
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
She basically, if you don't know, she was a theater kid her whole life and a really good one. And then when she was 17, she there was a posting online for Steven Spielberg's. Just cut that, please. Spielberg's West Side Story movie, turning into a movie audition, and she took a video of herself singing the song for Maria in her bedroom, and then emailed this YouTube clip to him, and then he casted her from that.
And she'd never been in anything.
And
before,
she was
17, right?
17. She was simultaneously doing her senior year show at high school. She was Fiona in Shrek.
Oh my god.
So she was you know what she said to him? She was like one thing, if I'm gonna be Maria, that's kind of crazy. I don't know how. She probably said it way nicer, but she was obviously I'm saying yes to this opportunity, but also I want to do my senior year show. I already committed to it. I'm the lead. So she had to make her rehearsals at high school. It's very her. While she was filming a movie and with Steven Spielberg. I can't say his last name.
Steven.
With Steven.
Yeah, it's crazy, and she gets probably the most a lot of hate.
Yeah, and then since then she has been on Broadway, and then she was in the Hunger Games, and now Snow White. That's all she's been in, but those are four huge things.
The lead of the Hunger Games prequel, right? It's a prequel.
So to get that, she has never had a small role in her life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's had big production movies.
Yeah, Snow White is also a crazy thing to bag for your third role.
Disney.
Yeah, huge. It's the first princess movie.
High production, blockbuster-ish movies to for your first. They're kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But there's a lot of people aren't loving Snow. It's the lowest rated.
The rating is so bad.
It's a 1.9.
I heard
on
that.
On IMDb, it's so low.
When you go see it at the movie theaters, at least AMC theaters, they give you a survey after you watch the movie.
Snow White?
And you rate it, I think. I mean, that's what our friend said.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then wasn't there the thing with the dwarves? They refused
to they were
hire,
all CGI.
People with dwarfism.
It's also I don't really like CGI, obviously, in How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, you need CGI because you can't have a dragon. But that could have been just people with dwarfism, and I don't understand why it wasn't.
Yeah, because they also had somebody with dwarfism in the movie, but
as a random as a merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then Gal Gadot was in it, and she was the queen.
And obviously stunning. So she's the fairest in the land. But she doesn't give evil queen.
Yeah, she's too warm.
She's mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't really make, and also there was a lot of stuff when they were doing press for the movie with Rachel being she's not like a princess that's just gonna fall in love, and people are mad about that.
Yeah.
Like mad about her perspective on getting the role and not feeling like grateful for it. But I feel like
well, she made a comment, but so many actors have made the same comment.
yeah, it's true.
She made a comment being like, why, an interviewer was like, why did you want this role? And she was like, I needed a job. And it was like clearly a joke, and she was laughing after she said it and before she said it. She probably said something else after, but it was probably cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she got so much hate. Obviously, she didn't just like need a job. Like, she got the job, and it's like, you do need a job when you're an actor. Like, well,
yeah.
It's like also Jacob Elordi said the same thing about playing Elvis in Priscilla. He said, I needed a job, and no one hated on him. No one even like blinked an eye.
It's just like when there's someone that people want to hate, they're gonna hate everything they do no matter what.
Yeah,
that's just the way.
So it's like turning into like them like really pinpointing everything. Yeah, that she does.
And she said she like hadn't watched the movie, and everyone's like, "What do you mean you only watched the movie once when you were a kid?" Like, yeah, you wouldn't care if it was someone else.
No.
Like if it was like Charlie XCX, people would be like, "Yeah, she didn't." No, like it's like it just like it depends on who people want to like.
Yeah.
Okay. Materialists.
I'm so excited.
With Chris Evans, Dakota Johnson, and Pedro Pascal. That looks really good. Watch the trailer if you haven't seen it. It's A24, and it's about
it's about basically kind of like she is like she sets people up to get married. Like that's her job. Yeah. And she's celebrating that, but then she like meets this guy, Pedro Pascal. He's like really rich, and like they kind of fall in love, but she also has clearly this past relationship.
He's like she calls him a unicorn. He's like doesn't happen like in the dating world. Like they never find someone who's like nice, likes you,
and like
is
really
rich, like checks all the boxes basically. So she's like, whoa.
And then and I think she like from the trailer, I think she met Pedro Pascal at like a wedding for someone that she like made. Like he was like, oh, like you're the wedding planner.
Yeah,
like, you made this happen. The matchmaker. Yeah. And
Chris Evans.
And, like Chris Evans, like the waiter. He's like obviously someone from her past. Yeah. And I like have a fear I'm gonna be Team Chris Evans.
I'm gonna be Team Chris Evans.
I'm kind of always Team. Chris
I think that's
Evans,
how the movie is gonna go.
And I kind of, but maybe like.
But maybe not.
I don't want her to end up with no one.
Oh my god. I really hope that doesn't happen. If she's like, I don't need them.
But something's gonna happen that we're not expecting. I'm hoping because the trailer did kind of tell
a lot of the movie.
But also like I trust A24.
Oh yeah, totally.
And I trust the actors. Like it's gonna be really good, and I'm really excited. It comes out in June, I think.
There's also Avengers Doomsday. They just announced that, and they showed like the.
Speaking of Chris Evans, well, he's not in it, but like you know what I mean.
He left. They showed like the zoom out of all like the chairs on set with all the actors who are gonna be in it.
Yeah.
So and Robert Downey Jr. is in it,
which is like kind of
surprise because
insane because I thought
died.
I like maybe it's like a flashback.
But also the Fantastic Four are gonna be in it.
I know.
So I'm excited for that. They haven't really showed a lot of it though.
No, and
it's like
honestly
started production.
I like love Marvel.
I love Marvel. I've been rewatching the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I want to because
really
I have watched them all a couple times, but I've like watched them all in order, not like at one day because that's like impossible. Like over like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. A week in the summer, like all of them in simultaneous order from like they have on Disney Plus. They have like the universe in order. I have done that once completely. Yeah, and I want to do it again.
No, I think it's been too long. What would you say? Would you say like out of the trilogies, like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man?
Okay, I want to like count Spider-Man as something different, but like I know Avengers, it's not. But... Like I want to like be like Spider-Man. I want to say Captain America.
Spider-Man is kind of its own thing.
I kind of count as his own thing.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
Tom Holland. But
me too.
Like I do like, but obviously
I love them all. I think they're all great.
Like I grew up on the Tobey Maguire ones because my brother loved that one. I grew up on
the Andrew Maguire ones.
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
Well, it's like I grew up on honestly all of them because my brother like had an obsession with Spider-Man. Yeah. Which kind of like made like me like obviously I watched them and then I was like I love this.
Yeah.
So. Like, I remember, like, young, my first ever memories of watching Spider-Man was the Tobey Maguire ones.
Yeah. Okay.
And then...
I don't even think I've seen them.
What?
I could be wrong, but I don't
think... You definitely have, like, once when you were little.
Yeah. I probably. But I only remember the
but I like,
Andrew Garfield and the Tom Holland
right
ones.
now, I love the Andrew Garfield ones. But they're separate from the universe.
With Emma Stone.
Yeah.
And Stacey. And then Another Simple Favor is coming out with... Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. on Amazon.
It's like
Blake Lively's return to movies after her whole
well, she's not on the theater.
lawsuit.
She's on Amazon.
What?
She's not on the theater.
Yeah,
she's
true.
on Amazon. Not like no drag. Amazon has great movies, but I'm saying like this should have been a theater movie.
Yeah, the first one was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this should have been another one. It was a big movie.
But I think they because they announced it and it's already coming out in May. They announced it like in February.
Well, because
I think they're just trying to save her reputation.
But I think filming and editing has been done for like a while because something came out about how people are like Simple Favor isn't coming out because Anna hates Blake Lively. Like Anna Kendrick hates Blake Lively.
And
she was like, no, I filmed the movie like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Like I don't know her right now. Like stop saying this.
I wonder how people are gonna take it because she's like canceled right now.
Yeah. Well, personally, I'm gonna watch the movie and I'm probably gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
I don't really like Blake Lively, but
I'm not a fan.
Separating the art from the artist.
Yes. And then lastly, a movie coming up, Wicked 2. Which they just released the posters for. I'm sorry. The day that trailer comes out, it's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a great day. And he hasn't seen like Wicked, like
oh yeah. I don't even know what happens to the second
So he doesn't know the end, like the story.
So the first movie, like obviously like I don't live under a rock. So like I knew like roughly what happened in Wicked.
Yeah.
And I knew some of the songs, but all the songs and like plot lines I knew all happened in the first part. Yeah. So I actually have no clue what happens. Because like I knew like Popular and I knew like Defying Gravity and I knew like roughly that she goes and meets the wizard and realizes that he's like the bad guy. But like I've seen all that now, so I have no clue what like is gonna happen this far. I don't know any of the songs.
And I'm so
really excited.
We're gonna be together when it comes out. I'm so excited.
My world is gonna explode.
Also, because personally, like my favorite songs were in Act 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm so excited. Man. I'm actually
so
really excited. I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah. And then. Wait, pause. Cut this.
Oh well.
What? Oh yeah, it's almost 1:30.
And just lastly, we wanted
to end it off.
I announced last night my album. My album Is the Vibe by M Money drops April 25th. So be really excited
for
that.
I'm featured three times.
3 times featured artist.
It's kind of crazy because I've never made a song, and then I met Michael, and now I have. Well, we have like six songs together. It's kind of crazy.
They didn't all make the album.
Because maybe we can have like a little Ceci EP one day.
Yeah, true.
With like all our songs.
Like a collection.
Somehow they keep on coming out.
Yeah. Okay. So well, right now, if you go to M Money on any streaming platform, you'll find G Shit with me and Ceci, and then you can also find my EP Outlaw, which is country rap. So it's Outlaw, Two Step with Ceci,
and there's a girl voice in it, and it's me.
Ceci's the Outlaw, and then Cowboy Thing, Easy to Love. But on April 25th, my 10-track album with Ceci, our friend Peyton, Jolie, Camille, and Maya is going to be dropping.
There's a lot of features, so it's like fun.
And yeah, I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be kind of we're trying to put together a music video for a song.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if that
happens. Hopefully it happens, and we have a lot of ideas, but it's like obviously like a production.
So it's all in the works. You guys gotta stay tuned.
Yeah.
Keep coming back and make sure to check out the description of the podcast and send in a form or reach out to us if you would like to be interviewed or a guest on our next episode. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.